The game? Final Fantasy II. Can I fix it? This is Open Cart Surgery. How you feeling? It's Riggs here with Open Cart Surgery, Final Fantasy II. I'm going to say it right now in front of this camera, my favorite Final Fantasy game out of all of them. True story. I grew up with the first one. I mean, I played the first one when it first came out. This was the one that was like, wow, you can do a lot with Super Nintendo and storyline and music and all that. And then Final Fantasy III, which was 6 in Japan, and this one was 4 in Japan. When Final Fantasy III came out in America, you know, that was better, but I have more of an emotional connection with this one, if that makes sense. And Final Fantasy VII, I'm so used to these older classic ones that I played through it. It was good. It didn't have to be called Final Fantasy. It could have been called anything else. But now there's like Final Fantasy, 15's coming out soon and all that. I have not played a Final Fantasy game since Final Fantasy VII. I tried to play Final Fantasy VIII, and I was like, nah, I'll move on anyway. So, cool. One of my favorite games. I hope I can get this working. This game is donated from Nintendo. Nintendo writes, "How you feeling, Mr. Riggs?" Yeah, that's my line. He says, "How you feeling, Mr. Riggs? Got a hopefully small project for you. I was hoping to get this gem possibly fixed. As I mentioned to you, whether you can or not, here's a couple of carts for you, plus Tetris for your buddy." Hey, thanks, man. I wish you good luck. Keep up the awesome work, Nintendo. And you can check out a link to his channel in the description below. He mentioned that he had some games that he could use as like payment or something like that. I was like, sure. I mean, I'm not going to turn down free games, all right? I had a friend who was looking for the original Tetris, which is funny because I usually have 2 or 3 of them, but right now I don't. So, but he said he had one. We are going to pop it in, see if it works. Let's see what happens. Now, in a situation like this, I bet we're not going to get anything. We'll see. Nothing. Well, I suppose we could open it up and have a look-see. Now, I'm sure Nintendo is custom to cleaning carts and all that, so I wouldn't think that... I mean, we'll try the 1-up card, we might try the Brasso, but it might be a little bit deeper than that. We'll see. Moment of truth. Yeah, it looks fine. This is Final Fantasy II. I've seen these before on the inside. I see a little bit of a cart wear. Yeah, 1-up card it is. Let's see if this will do anything. It probably won't, but we'll give it a shot anyway. These 1-up cards are nice because you can slide them right in there, but I still like to open them up. That way I can see if there's any like corrosion or something on the inside. And this one looks pretty good as far as everything else goes, but we'll give it a shot. And I'm just going to place it directly into the cartridge slot here. Nothing. Didn't think so. Hold on, I just remembered. For Super Nintendo games, instead of them going in like this, they go in like this, backwards. So, now that I've cleaned it, let me see, just in case. See that little flicker? I was kind of hoping to see something right afterwards. Hear a little music. A little do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. No, nothing. Alrighty. Alright, we're going to see if we can pull the old ROM switcheroo. Alright. Now, the ROM in this game is this guy right here. Don't leave this alone, leave this alone, leave everything else alone. The only thing we need is right here, and we're going to take this one out and try to pop it into another one. And I just saw this up here. It's kind of hard to zoom in on it, but it looks a little, like, not broken. Should I replace that? Shouldn't matter. All right. I'm going to swap this out first and see what it does. And this one you would be extra careful with because you're going to reuse it. So you can't just pop it out and say like, oh, whatever. It's funny, there's like an excess of like solder on the top there too. That's crazy. But I'm going to hold this aside, put it somewhere safe. And this card here, salvageable, maybe. But I'm going to set it aside. If the other game works, I might just toss it because it might just be something wrong with the board. I might keep that battery though. Now this game here is an exact match. I mean, usually you just like look for like, oh, they look about the same, but there's of course so many different variants. But if you look at the numbers of both of these are the same exact 1A, 3B, 12. So the other ones may or may not work or not, but I'm going to just go. I had one that's an exact match. It was a sports game. I got it for $1. Unfortunately, yes, I have to destroy this game, but hey, $1 sports game versus Final Fantasy II. Some sacrifices will be made. I'm so sorry to all the Nolan Ryan fans out there. This one comes out. And I see some extra solder points on the other side. I'm going to go ahead and clean these up a little bit to make it as nice and smooth as I possibly can for the other chip. Yep, looks good. Alright, popping in Final Fantasy. Wish me luck. Perfect, perfect. Alright, soldering in place. Alrighty. I'm actually having more problems than normal. I probably need to replace my soldering iron tip or something. But... Alright. We got it in place. Let's see if it works. Alright, here you have it. The Final Fantasy hopefully working. We'll see there. I just replaced that the chip there. That's the RAM, or the ROM. And then everything else I left out alone. It came from a donor thing. But if it works, it was a suitable swap out. Hopefully it'll work. Again, battery facing out. Pop it in. Somewhere in here. Oh, hold on. Come on, you. There we go. There we go. Fingers crossed. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. It's the battery from the old baseball game that I harvested the board from. Oh. Very, very cool. So happy it's working now. Yep, there it goes. I was gonna say, I don't want to turn on the music. I should have music on, but the whole copyright infringement thing, so I'll leave that alone. But cool! One of my favorites. Got it working again. You like my mess behind me? Those are all the boxes of video games I bring to conventions to sell and stuff like that. But very, very cool. Nintendo, we got your Final Fantasy II working again. Maybe you have a broken game that you want me to have a look at, or maybe you have a broken game you're like, I don't care if you fix it, throw it away, turn it into a repro, give it away, whatever you want. Those are best because then I can use those games, if I fix them, as contest giveaways. And when there's a contest giveaway involved, it links to your YouTube channel as well. Entries to win is, subscribing to your YouTube channel too. So if you have any games you want me to hopefully fix and give away, everything is in the description below. I thank you for watching. And what a cool thing, man. What a cool video to be a part of. My favorite Final Fantasy in one of my favorite Super Nintendo games. All in one, so... I'm actually going to play this game a little bit, but good to go. So, Nintendo, thanks again. Link to his description is, or link to his channel is in the description below. And thanks for watching. This is awesome. Another open cart surgery. Let's call it a success.